Hello, this assigned reading was about the revised W-shape adjustment model. This model consists of 7 stages: the honeymoon, hostility, humorous, in sync, ambivalence, re-entry culture shock, and resocialization stages. This model mostly applies to students' experience abroad. In the honeymoon phase, people are excited about their new cultural environment. In the hostility stage, people experience the serious culture shock where nothing works out as planned. The next stage in the W-shaped adjustment model is the humorous stage. In this stage, sojourners start to realize that there are pros and cons in each culture. Next is the in-sync adjustment stage, where sojourners start to feel at home and begin to experience social acceptance and support. In the ambivalent stage, sojourners experience grief, nostalgia, and pride, with mixed feelings of relief and sadness that they are going home. Next, the re-entry culture shock stage has a strong impact, leaving people feeling stressed and depressed. Lastly is the resocialization stage, where people go back to their old roles and behaviors without much of a change. If I were a teacher, I would want my students to remember that there will be peaks and valleys, along with positive and negative shifts that go along with the individual's identity change in another culture. They also need to remember to reach out and participate in the new culture while still giving themselves time and space to adjust to that culture. A personal experience of transition that actually relates perfectly to this model was when I spent last summer abroad in Barcelona. I went through all 7 of these stages, and it was indeed a roller coaster of ups and downs. It was hard being away from my family and friends for so long, especially in another country. Towards the middle of my trip, I hit a slump. I started feeling sad and homesick, while still happy to be abroad and getting to experience their culture. I was still having a good time, but also realizing that I still had so much time left before I was able to return back home. It was difficult to spend months in a place that didn't speak the same language I did, in a place that is so different from the United States. During this time, I believe that I was in the humorous stage because I realized that there were ups and downs as well as pros and cons of being abroad. I was still happy to be in a new place and experience all Barcelona had to offer, but I was still missing my family and home. After reading this section, I realized that I definitely related to and went through all 7 of these stages while I was in Spain, and I was constantly going through ups and downs. However, overall, it was a great summer, and I am glad that I got the chance to experience it.